Anywho.
Alright, my Arma finished black screen. Let's go. Yeah, right.
Because you joined your channel.
I don't even know what the fuck.
Wolf, are you making slurping noises again?
Hey, are we joining?
If I told you no, you wouldn't believe me, so...
Dang, you're right.
Let's find out if I have
too much junk. That's not bad.
Trunk.
Okay. I'm gonna have to ask chat when they get here if the music's too strong. For me, it is kinda. I'm gonna just turn it down. Oh, no. Wait, why is it that high? Where in my volume mixer? Never mind. I guess it's supposed to be that high.
P90 go Brett.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get a. I'm gonna try to get a long gun. Too bad. Probably make this work.
Big heckin' map.
Oh, that thing's trash.
It is.
Alright, does the PDF have UNSC stuff or no?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I'll try to steal one of theirs different boys.
Well, a marksman boy then. It's a decent rifle they have, but
I mean, there is an objective where you can go to do something like that.
Yeah, we'll see.
you can always just kill a marksman for it.
I don't know.
Have any-
5.56.
Huh, didn't collapse the floor like I thought it would. Oh well.
Quality?
Useless.
We'll get to that when we get to that.
Let's take a 416.
I'm gonna guess the
There
armor
we
that's
go.
labeled AP is gonna be AP. That's
Nah.
reading.
Could assume. I
Maybe
doubt
if I read.
Oh.
Alright,
but
now we
how do you
wait.
do that?
Have you put the falafel down anywhere? Or no?
It's down. I've told you where it would be.
Alright.
If you have to go reload a kit, it's over there. Hey, how are you guys doing? We're doing, I think this is phase 5 of the Innie campaign.
And then I just
think it's
I scheduled videos today, and after this stream I'm gonna go schedule some more, and then I gotta go do my, there's a lot of mission files I want to build today, but I also have to fry up a duck breast. I was gonna, like, give it some fried rice and all the bells and whistles, so I'll be doing that, and then if Bloodwing doesn't come by tonight, I'll go play the 506 Secret Squirrel up at 9, which will probably mean it starts at 10, but we'll,
Well, it doesn't have full.
we'll get there when we
doesn't
get
have
there, you know.
That's a flare. Don't want that.
So I've also scheduled 2 more tests for Project 13.
I don't see any.
Actually, that's the wrong word. I've set up 2 more
that's
tests.
Arsenal,
Schedule-wise,
A different one and
I gotta make sure I'm not grabbing anything stupid.
We do have a radio. Interesting. Nice.
We have radios and Alpha once you jump with the kit, set up on the southern wall.
Hold on.
Just wait there after you jump with the kit.
Just in case it's being weird.
60 check.
You checked it.
Oh wait, I'm not even on there.
I want a different uniform. I don't like this one. I want just the getting one.
This should be good check.
There we go.
Good check.
But I have a new idea for save system
Come on, keep checking.
for the kits.
I look more like a civilian. I did.
We'll just go deal with that when we go deal with that. There we go.
Matters only.
Yeah, the plan of 20 minutes. Yeah, they're off.
There's a better helmet.
Hey, so if you saved a kit last week, I just realized that the Arsenal place down, its script broke, so it wasn't actually a full one. So if you need to go load that kit, go load it, and it should work now.
It's working now. Thank
Yeah. Are there flamethrowers not in the Operation Trebuchet Halo stuff? Also, guys, if you think the music's too overpowering, please let me know, and I will adjust it accordingly. I'm just gonna play Skyrim music. I feel like a chill, mellow mood today. It's just been filled with scheduling videos, because I know people want me to put up certain ones. I've been a little behind. I finally crawled myself out of the financial tax hole that was done.
Yeah, Adri.
And I gotta finalize
Primary.
the last bits of Project 12, and then Project 13 will finish its development by next week. And then we have to focus on all the coding and scripting that's part of Project 14. And then we have to do Project 15's coding, which is only one code change, but that also involves dealing with PBO stuff and mod rekeying, and that's a gigantic pain in the ass.
Yeah, it should be fine.
Damn. Well, Tumble, go red, please.
I am going to get friendly fired so fucking hard.
Oh, that happens to everybody. Don't worry.
All your RPGs you could indicate it.
I mean, what we can also do to counter the music is if I just go to add-on options here, audio, turn that up a little touch. But I mean, according to my audio levels, I'm still, like, them speaking locally is about on par with the music, and then myself, I'm way ahead of everything else, so. I gotta run some audio settings that my audio guy has been recommending for the past 2 weeks. I'm gonna run those today or tomorrow.
Yes, you're going to whom? All of them.
And then I'm thinking either late tonight or tomorrow we can do another stream of just making settings. But we're gonna play a BIA op tomorrow, and
Go blue.
Wait,
I'm not looking forward to it.
Take the pack out.
Guess I should save this.
What are you?
Put a shit ton more branches in there.
Like, I'm not gonna make missions for that group anymore either, because just the amount of time it takes to build missions for them is about on par with how long it took me to develop a frickin' project. Like, it's
not a good secondary.
it's ridiculous. But I get why they do it, but also at the same time,
I got 5.
they're asking for things that are well above a lot of their mission makers' development level.
That looks so outrageous.
On your backpack and
Jesus, you're quiet for me. Let me bump you up.
Being quiet.
Let me quickly tab out here. How many people do we got? So this will be about a 20-person operation, which is on par for my Wednesday slot. It allows me to do things like this, especially on a map that's very, very buggy. Are you still cooking off?
So does one.
I should explosive phone.
Now, admittedly,
Did you remember what the ODST was?
Tumble.
I have a kit for it, but let's no.
I don't remember, so I didn't take one.
gotta.
don't forget earplugs.
Oh yeah, don't forget your earplugs. They fucking hurt massive.
I can just respawn that and that. That's fine. But I don't want them driving by that early. That would be a little awkward. Since they are going to go to the bottom left of the map, if they at least want some marksman rifles.
Oh, it is.
But now we just wait patiently.
I mean, this one has AP rounds too.
Would be quite awkward.
So by the way, guys, op is live. You're free to go and do whatever you want, whenever you want. I'm gonna hide the full arsenal, and when you're done, just come back here, and I'll go. You can go save your kit.
Actually, I should see.
Only for people who have played before.
Yeah, might as well.
Alright, I'm gonna wait
That
until
was-
like 5 minutes ago.
That was my brain going off.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
probably had an RPG last time.
So SWAT days,
Probably.
cache finding,
Probably.
prison
But I don't know
raid.
for sure, so I'm not gonna get it.
Whew. So let's go over what we're doing for today's operation. So it's really simple. First off,
You
briefing.
and
The only thing that was added was the fact that the UNSC are landing a ship and that they should stay away from that. Otherwise, tasks, there are only 6. This is the fewest tasks they've had in the operation. The first is the marksman tower they left last time. If they want to go get some marksman rifles, they can get that. The second is to hit the PDF HQ, should they decide to hit that. That's mislabeled. That should be down there, but whatever. That will start phase 2 of the campaign, which will turn this kind of like a project, just a full map takeover thing. And then we have 2 prisons that have 2 guards. Those will contribute to cash-based objectives next week. SWAT base is the last SWAT base that's there. There's a few vehicles they can loot, and I forget what I put there. I think I put FATX in the barracks building. There's a cache over here that has long ranges. It's really obvious where it is. I mean, there's two places it could be, but it's...
Go inside the side to pick up the radio signals.
And then destroy steel vehicles because the guy died last time. This is also where a secret objective is. Involving a guy that's in a prison cell over here, and he's their second chance to be able to get PDF vehicles to remove the tag. Now, secret objective. If they go for the HQ, as they do that attack, there's going to be a Covenant dropship that flies by, and I'm going to crash it over here where you saw me hide those craters. I'm going to spawn a bunch of dead elites around it, and it's going to let them get some energy guns, should they decide to do. No, this is not PvP. Oh, gosh darn it. The frickin' mission command got sticky. So, Stream Elements, it's always like for a month. They will have a thing where even though I'll save the command, it won't actually save. So I have to go into the command. You're hearing me now hit the space bar and then like spamming the save button.
Well, that's because we didn't have any.
And yeah, it didn't save the mission. Gosh darn it. So, alright. Innies continue to move out and clear out the remaining positions on the planet Bohemia, and will then challenge
Might as well go towards
the
the
SC.
storage yard and just build that.
There are even
mean one near the
secrets of
Destroys the steel. Yeah,
objectives
not
for
dumb.
this
pretty
phase.
good plays here.
Sorry about that, guys. Just sometimes Stream Elements, I'll save it, and it'll just say no.
Bus will take 12.
And I don't think I will save, Liru. I'm just going to continue doing what I'm doing.
Suggesting stuff.
And there's nothing you can do to stop me. And that's quite right, I can't. I just have to keep spamming the button until it goes through things. But no, I'm planning on another project test for Project 13 to be tomorrow. That will be PvP. And then the Sunday T2 slot will also be PvP. It's going to be a one-off. And then the week after we'll have our,
Fucking suck a dick.
probably the last mission for Project 11.
Okay.
But yes, tonight is a 506 stop, but I'm trying to convince Bloodwind to come over so I can, do stuff.
Pick one. You
Oh, one sec.
Bye.
Trying to convince her to come over so I can make her,
6.6, fuck you.
duck fried rice. But she's being
69.
mean. She denies it. That's okay. I understand she needs a break from me sometimes, and sometimes I need a break from her.
That my squad? Oh,
So, Alpha's gonna be going to do going at the SWAT base.
the freaking thing.
Yes.
No, so the 506, Project 12 for the 506, which is this big zombie survival campaign, that's not going to start for another... If I were to map this out in my head, so tonight's Cherries operation, next week is the final, like the trilogy episode for the winter campaign I'm doing for them. And then the week after is a Cherry episode, and then we're going to start the 506 Project 12. So it's going to be another 1, 2, 3 weeks. But the point is, because of all the crazy stuff I've had to do, I've been making it well in advance, because you don't want it to, you don't want it to go too far. What's the UNSC Rebellion's project number? It's, this wasn't a project. So, a project, or at least its definition, I should probably make a command. Yeah, I should make a command that actually defines what a project is. But a project is essentially a major thing I make that not only is, like, you know, a campaign that very few people have ever done, if anyone at all, but it also redefines how I do things. That's why the projects, like, 1 through 3 are pretty trivial, compared to what I make now, but back in 2016, they were very innovative. So, current projects that we remember, with the massive campaigns and whatnot, have all kind of set the basis for everything. So, for example, Project 6, I think, which was the Bornholm incident, I don't remember the exact order, but I remember the Bornholm incident was the one where I started getting heavy into the briefing sections and writing a lot of background for certain missions that needed it. But a project essentially is just me kind of building things up and just getting into areas of ARMA and scripting and mission development that I normally would not do. And there's also things I've learned and I do that aren't completely project related. Let me make sure you are set to hold fire. In fact, let me make sure you're not just set to hold fire. Let me make sure I take away all of your ammo, because I'd really hate a random gun turret to just snipe the players from across the map. That would be awkward. So we're just gonna empty out all the ammo. I'm paranoid because of what happened in the pay for pain op, which I believe will actually publish in 21 minutes. We'll see what they decide to do. So, you know, there's just a lot of stuff for me to make here. No, we're not doing more cruise missiles. You know, I actually haven't fully mapped out how the Archer missile pods work, so I don't know. Alright, did either of you play last week? Okay, I'm gonna put an arsenal behind you.
Even I went on loaded up my loadout from last week.
Well, yeah, but if you had anything that wasn't in the default kit, then it wouldn't be in there. So, behind you, use that, load your kits. I'm gonna hide it in 20 seconds. I'm gonna literally teleport you guys to the where they're gonna dismount, because I think they're all going to the same spot. So.
Okay, I'm ready.
They're just going for very far objectives, so when I see them dismount, I'll Ninja Cat and Woofers got it.
Of course I got the badge. Good shit, man.
Wait, what the fuck?
When is Pay for Pain done, Liru? I lost connection halfway through. Done as on YouTube. 19 minutes for now, I think.
By the way, does this helmet have a HUD or not?
But yeah, we got a lot of things coming up.
I don't remember half the shit I had, so whatever.
It's just right now where the projects are going is a lot of scripting based stuff. But what's nice about this is that I was talking about it to some people in here. What?
Because they're I don't know how many fucking kilometers they're away.
What are you asking?
Are they on 60 or 70? I'm not getting a picture.
I don't know. I wasn't listening when they set their nets. They're Alpha and Bravo, so they're probably on 60 and 70, but you have really shitty short ranges, and they are about, if you open the map, they're updating their position.
They're about.
So you're not going to be able to talk to them from this range. But as I was saying, next week I'm going to test some of the INIDB framework I've been making for projects. Honestly, all of the recent projects, except it's going to just cache gear. So I can write some INI files for all the players to just cache their gear.
Well, I could have joined them too, but...
And that way we don't have to do arsenals, you know? So that's something else I can do, and I can run that mod server side, and it's going to all be saved on a server that none of them have access to, so it can't be abused. So, you know, that's just another step in the whole evolution of content, is, you know, just making things better.
Where's my radio? Oh no, I don't have a radio, do I? Yep.
This is an actual op. So it's not testing. It is, these guys are actually doing stuff.
I don't know why.
This is, I think phase 5 of the campaign.
Well, I'm gonna be on 70 because last time I
Why,
was
is my title broken too? Is everything broken? Can I not catch a break today? Alright, I'm about to teleport you guys in a few seconds, so... It was Shadow and Ninja. Alright.
Oh, wow, I only have one mag for this pistol.
Let's go ahead, set our global variable. It's in the middle of the day, so we gotta keep in mind the 12 times day-night cycle. We're gonna do our classic 90, 35, 50, 50. I also rebalanced their medicals slightly, because of an Optray Ace update that rebalanced a few variables, and that was a pain in the butt. So let's go ahead and put Ninja Cat in there, and then Shadow Wolf is going to be more towards the bottom. Alright, so that leaves me alone over there. I'm going to go ahead and hide myself as a Zeus. And I'm going to go ahead, put myself up there, and we can listen locally. But, you know, we're going to update to TFAR beta soon, so that'll fix that local issue. How do you like Zeusing? Aviation, I am the only person in the world that I can claim my job is Zeusing because of all the... Well, okay, no, what I was about to say worded it like I actually make a shit ton of money off of this. I don't, but I'm the only person in the world that gets paid to, you know, I could probably make a living off of it, so... I mean, I have for 3 years, give or take, so... I would hope I love Zeusing. I mean, it's my dream job, you know, so... I love it. Definitely love it. It's just fun to develop something, watch players run it, see them have a good time, or not even. Sometimes they'll have a bad time, but you build it that way. I know the Sunday op we're working on where they're gonna PvP against Makarov and friends. It's some people are gonna get shredded, and it's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, and then there's the times where either the player base or Twitch or something will just outright ruin me for the day. God, those are great. And yeah, we're doing Skyrim music in the background because it's fun. But, you know, I keep meaning to keep the Sunday upload going of, you know, a video that teaches more and more about Zeusing, but just IRL for me the past 3 weeks... It's calming down now, thankfully. I can finally get back into my rhythm. It's just I have to wrap up the projects I've already, you know, promised and done. And then the scheduling's done, the framework's done, I just have to make the final touches. But we've been doing all those tests for the drop table to then make sure that once I make those mission files, I don't have to touch them again. So we'll be spending till the end of the week doing that, and then we'll go from there. But I've been busy. I've definitely been the busiest in the past few weeks and in a very long time, to say the least. Yeah, refresh your page. The Twitch title should be fine. It was just glitching the heck out. So, this is the final SWAT base other than the HQ. I do have a truck they can use buried back here. Contact just started. They one-tapped that dude. There's also a cargo box in here of radios, the FATX, instead of the ANAs, which will increase their range of short-range communication by a little bit. So it is not that well guarded, but every time they attack one of these positions, I move debug to the south now. I am going to basically spawn in some handy-dandy QRF. So we're going to put that down, put them in there, and now I can just copy and paste with a Control-Shift-C, Control-Shift-V, hard copy paste this vehicle. You want to make sure you don't like, copy a lot of that at once, because then you can cause the server to lag for a bit because it's calculating all that framework. And then we'll do a little bit of RCing to try and get some shots in here.
Yep.
Actually, I'm gonna find the group leader of these guys. Let me ungarrison this dude. So now remote controlling this guy will cause all the guys to start running out of their garrisons. Yeah, if you're gonna come up here, you should probably check the immediate front, buddy, because I just blew that dude's head off. But I have it set to in mission files. Some of the garrisons I make in the mission with a set AI command. Actually, no, it's a module. So they'll stay, it disables their position, but if I remote control them, it'll break them away from that module and then they'll ungarrison because it resets them. Now, if I'm using something like Zen, which is the other big Zeusing module out there right now, which will eventually I'll move to because it's overtaking Achilles, just as Achilles overtook Ares years ago. I don't have to do that. Instead, I can just disable the pathing, and then with a group select and then double click, and then going into the AI attributes, I can re-enable that pathing. So, just various different ways to do a lot of things. I can't believe that guy just... Okay. Yep. What is this? What is this? What? Look at all the people that are down around because he was exposed right here too. No one thought, hearing the bullets right there, they could just run back over here and shoot. Like, this is why I love Zeusing. Just seeing this, man. Like, you pull one, like, they always think they're playing AI. So, also, fun fact, this makes me feel like I'm in the frickin', whatchamacallit, in Halo Forge, because this is the Optray Halo mod set. This makes me feel like I'm the frickin' Halo Forge ball, but I digress. You have the player base play against so much AI that they think, oh, okay, I'm just fighting AI, and then they get used to my meta of ops, where if they start clearing a compound, I'll ungarrison everything to go against them. Yeah, 343 Guilty Spark, that's a good example for my little monitor ball here, but they get so used to it. So I will, always throw a curveball, and I will just remote control one of the AI and just sit there. And then sometimes, they'll breach and clear the building properly, they'll kill me, but sometimes they just get so in the zone, and then I'm able to literally tap like 5 dudes. Yeah, hi YouTube, right? So that's what I love about the remote control ability. This is why I also hate scripted missions.
Don't have a radio, there's the arsenal up in the second floor.
Oh yeah, they got the radio box, which is good. They pulled out that big.
In the second floor arsenal.
But they're just talking about the radios they got.
Yeah,
but again, this is why I hate scripted missions, because people can just easily figure out the meta of the mission after playing it for so long, months, even years, and then they can just abuse the hell out of that, and then boom, they'll win every time. But you throw a Zeus in, you throw in that level of unpredictability, and you can literally pull their pants down, bend them over, and they will never know what hit them. Ever. So that's why I'm personally against, like, that right there is a great example of why I hate just single scripted missions with no Zeusing. And I get why people don't like Zeuses, but at the same time, it just means they don't have good Zeuses. If you don't like your Zeus, it means you don't have a good Zeus. Because a good Zeus is someone that actively talks with their players and makes the ops good for their players. And if your Zeus doesn't do that, you don't have a good Zeus. So, sorry, got a little in my personal agenda there. It's just because I've been seeing a lot of push for the past few months for more scripted missions, and it's like, why? A Zeus can do a lot more in a lot less time, but it's also because people abuse Zeus. But people can also abuse missions very easily if they know how, just people don't have the general know-how for missions. Anyway, where is that armored car? Yeah, so it's another minute out, give or take. I do have this Warthog right here. Meant to hit the M key on that. I'm gonna position him over here.
They were tracked.
And they're blowing up those Vics right there. Nice, 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 nice.
Would wish to go to our van.
Understood.
Oh, I know, Demi. There are people out there that...
Roger.
How do I put this? There's various different degrees of players. There are some I've met, like Nafs, for example. If you guys remember him, he was a very good PvP player because he honed his playstyle from just shit tons of King of the Hill. And just, murdering everyone he saw and develop the strategies to, get people. And that can be applied to the AI very easily. And then there's players, for example, I brought this up, and if you guys follow War Games Inc., you might have seen this last Sunday night. But there was a guy on his own, a PV2, so a new guy in the 506, and the Zeuses wanted to spook him. So, Brewer, aka War Games Inc., he told one of his co-Zeuses, hey, I want you to remote control this guy and just spook him. So shoot at his left and shoot at his right. And we proceed to watch an AI get remote controlled, shoot a full magazine at the dude's feet. The dude didn't even notice till the second half of the magazine was going. Then he turned his gun and full autoed into the guy. And this was at a range of about 5 or 6 meters. But he missed all of his shots too. And it became a reload war, and then both players, the AI had strict orders not to kill him. Actually, no, he would be better TP'd over here. But the poor PV2 was like missing all of his shots. And yeah, accuracy went to 0% for both guys. So Dimmy, who is a friend of mine, he does bring up a good point about, some... I completely forgot the point. I'm sorry, I'm so scatterbrained right now. Yeah, but, some players just don't have the skill level. And that is a lot more common than abusive Zeuses. But my point is, if you know your player base is dumber than a sack of bricks, then you don't. It's actually beneficial, I would argue, because that means you can spawn less AI on the server. You can set the AI values to be a lot lower if they still want to kill like hordes and hordes of players, because you can set the AI so low, especially with VCOM and stuff. Any AI mod, you can go so low that the not even the players will do anything. Hold on, I gotta. I hate how my screen flashes like I'm having dyslexia or something. Like, that's gonna give someone a seizure. It looks even worse because it's literally like causing a white texture glitch. At least on the stream, it looks like it's just flashing white. But on the actual game footage, it's making everything flash like a little white hue. It just looks so weird. But yeah, if they see a bunch of smoke coming from a base.
Roger.
So sometimes units get stickied in the sense that if he was placed in the mission file, so I had to leave and then go back into him and adjust him. But now I got this fic coming out. But All I'm saying is you just need to balance the op and communicate with your players, and then play a few ops, especially on the ground with them, see where they are, and then, you know, just Zeus for them accordingly. It's not hard. You just gotta actually work with your people, you know? And I've met plenty of Zeuses that have forgotten how to do that. In my opinion, Luton09 fell apart because he forgot to do that. Even though we literally begged him to. And we would force him in meetings so he could. And it just never happened. I think they forgot about Lanson here. He got shot by the Vic and no one's moving up to him. So hopefully whoever's squad leading takes note of that. And looks like Outcast got shot to shit in that spray as well. Yeah, just a mess. Yeah, Dimmy, how are you doing, by the way, man? It's been a while. I mean, I would say after you came back from basic, we haven't really talked that much. And it's mostly my fault. I haven't reached out. Looks like Railbert found Lance and pulled him out. That's good. Outcast has unfortunately died. But yeah, with Outcast dying, I forgot to tell these guys this was a 2-life operation, so... If I forgot to tell them it was a 1-life op, I would waive it at this point, but, you know, if it's 2-life, it's 2-life. So I'm maneuvering this guy away because he's getting shot at. We'll go from there. Alrighto, Dimmy. As long as you're doing okay. I mean, heck, if you survive Corona, then you can survive anything right now. That's the big fear. As someone that's living in the United States, I'm a little terrified right now because I've got my last semester to do. 4 classes left. 1 I've already completed online, but it won't count until the semester ends. 1 that's purely online, 1 that is late nights, and there's only like 19 other people, but we have a big classroom so we can all social distance. And then 1, which is my capstone, like the top class you gotta take that like takes everything you learned and, you know, makes you discuss it. Like it's basically a massive like seminar class, but there's 50 people in it, and we're in one of the smallest rooms on campus. I don't wanna do that. You know, like, I don't want to get sick. I hate being sick, but I also don't want to push off my future anymore, but just, you know. I just don't want to deal with it. So anyway, VCOM is causing some of these guys to run up. Now, Fox, I think he's using his Bulldog scope to shoot at a few stragglers that are coming up. It looks like the tracers were bouncing in there, so it would be hard for me to adjust an angle on that, but... I mean, if he is the only one shooting... We're just gonna spray up there. Wear a fursuit the first day? Yeah. Look away if you have epilepsy, because this... Like, I'm looking at the OBS view, and it's a little better, but... Like, it's literally causing the trees right now to go all granule and, like, blackish. It's just so bad. I'm looking at OBS. I'd rather have the OBS effect than what I'm actually seeing. Ugh. Yeah, I'm just spraying up there. Yeah, these guys are about to do a really good flank on this vehicle, which is good. I'm actually kind of happy the AI are using the... Never mind. Never mind. I was like, oh, they're going over the bridge. They're actually getting there. No, they're just... Yeah. So Sniper Wolf just ran up, killed my gunner. Very good call there, as expected from, you know, a T5. One of the best players in this game I know. And so he's trying to... I think you got the other gunner too, yeah, so... a good lockdown there. This guy's hanging his arm over, I guess, to better stabilize his... I don't... AI. AI are perfectly awesome, perfectly wonderful, and, yeah, they know exactly what they're doing. Meanwhile, this guy's floating on the bridge. Now we're gonna go around and give these guys a little bit of the 411. Is my accuracy trash, or did that guy have good body? Oh, no, he had UNSC body armor, that's why. Yeah, so I crippled him in Shadow there, but with the new, with the Ace update that happened last week, not the Ace mod, but the Ace compatibility for Optray, I've noticed the body armors are a lot more fair, especially with limb damage. Because it used to be that the body armor would just cover everything, but now it's actually balanced accordingly, which is pretty nice. I really hate it when they do that, where they just kind of stop and look at me. I'm like, hey, look, there's the first car. Oh, there's the second car. And they just, ran me over.
Good to check, boys.
And you gotta give players credit, you know. When you give them a place where they can perform, they will perform quite well. So anyway, they're starting to move on to the next one. I'm going to just send another Vic. We're going to do the APCs, because I haven't really sent a lot of APCs, but by now, that would be the main thing that they're sending. But the UNSC is not really going to care. And then we can start deleting bodies. I like to delete my bodies manually. I know there's plenty of garbage cleanup scripts that do it, but I prefer it this way because I have nightmares of old Luton 09 ops where he did have a garbage cleanup script, and twice I needed to kill an enemy Vic. Well, I had no AT. I recalled, hey, 5 minutes ago I shot this dude with AT. First time I went back for it, the body was cleaned up. Second time I went back for it, second time this happened, I literally ran up to the body, and right before I hit the I button... No, it wasn't right before. Right when I hit the I button, and I literally had my cursor on the rocket launcher to drag it to my inventory, body got cleaned up. And I had no AT, and everyone died again. So I prefer, because of that, because of playing on the ground and dealing with body deletion scripts, I prefer to delete the bodies manually. Ah. I don't know much about rebranding for YouTubers and Twitch streamers. Personally, Liru's gonna be the last internet username I rock.
Alpha.
That was a little dangerous for Fred there, but they were just detting those Vics. So they have engaged this prison. I'm gonna go ahead and send a second vehicle for QRF. I thought about rebranding after Liru when I settled on it in mid-June, and then a few weeks later that Wolf Girl With You thing came out. I thought about just going, screw it, let me change it to something else. I've also thought about changing out from OpChan to something else, but I don't really care that much. You know, like, I don't mind I'm associated with that. Because people can make their own conclusions, read between the lines, do whatever they want. These guys already run over and get the box? Yes, they did. Okay, so this group, meanwhile, there's the radio box. That'll give them free lawn ranges. But, you know, if... I'm Liru. I Zeus. It's what I do. I love putting the shotgun guy there and just blasting the shotgun down Main Street. It's so fun. I'm a spaz, exactly, and it kind of fits me. So that's how we do it. Why'd Loot No 9 stop Zeusing? I can't give you the specifics. All I can say is he ditched about 80% of his players back in VG in 2016, and though that's the player base that ended up transferring to TSB, and we still have people from that time. But he left to make BSO, and I remember I chatted with him one time, like a year later, and he did mention that he was just kind of getting bored of Zeusing. Yeah, so all of those went into his chest. Even though I hit his like shoulders and stuff, the vest still technically covers it. If I wanted to knock him out, I could have either aimed for his head or hit him in the legs. It's like playing Tarkov. Oh, Lance Beans. Oh, so the last prisoner I had died to a shotgun blast, so they're lucky that that didn't happen right there as well. But he just apparently got bored of it. Personally, if I were to speculate, I think he just got done with Zeusing as a whole, and the difference between getting bored and being done with it was, you know, he used to be the top name in Zeusing. He was the best, and then not only myself, but a few others overtook him in like 2018. He just like stopped putting the effort into it. So, I don't know. That's what I would speculate as, but the only person that's going to know those answers are him. Yeah, now he makes Warhammer 40k lore videos that a lot of other people... Clean up a bit of waterlogged, high-powered radio. They're just gonna have to drive the Vic around, is what I'm trying to force them to do. Are you correcting my spelling? Yeah. Best. Yes, you pain what you need?
Yes, my great individual person. He needs the full arsenal because he has a kit already made or something from previous mission.
Okay, you see this box? You don't. Now you do. You have 20 seconds.
Oh.
20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12,
36.
Boom. Get back here. Get back here. I'm gonna Mario stomp you. Whoa. I'm gonna use something bigger. Oh, the car. The car. Alright, you little plebs. Go play the op.
I was gonna sit here and wait for people. I'm gonna take Dragon. We're probably gonna go find more vehicles and bring them back.
I mean, there is a marked off-road that can go get collected if you want to go be an errand boy.
Sorry. You know, having things dropped on my head make me a little sick.
I'm sorry to hear that. Should probably get that checked out. I don't know what voice I did. It was a mix of them. All to the power of Skyrim music.
Fantastic. You're helping me get to the point.
Yeah, I've thought about... there's stuff I want to do with VR. There's more unboxing videos I want to do. There's... I don't even know what else. There's cooking videos I want to make when I have my own place, but, you know. Arma's just with how innovative I keep making things in order to keep it as fresh as I can. It's where I'm left at, you know? And I wouldn't have it any other way, because this is where my passion is. Do I still see myself doing something like that in 5 years? It's going to really depend on Arma 4 and how everything else goes. God, 5 years. I'll be in my late 20s. I don't know. We'll just take it as we go, but if I can find another game that, you know, lets me do stuff like this, and we find a player base that lets us work like this, then yeah, why not? Oh yeah, there will be an Arma 4, but it's not going to be seen till about 2022, which technically in about 2 years.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Lord, I've debated taking Op-Chan, turning her into some weird VR thing, and then just playing games as that. And that should get me all of the views, right? I can have my audio guys splice my voice so I sound like a chick. And we can just roll with that, because why not? Yeah, righto, Demi. Thanks for dropping by. I just, I don't know if I can play any other offs outside of the communities I'm already a part of, because I need to catch up on my work from all the project stuff I've scheduled, and it's been a pain in the butt. Just don't ERP in the private room. Nah, that'll cost extra. No, so let me tell you guys how it is. Let me tell you how it is for Arma 4, okay? Arma 4 is literally being tested right now through DayZ. DayZ was a massive infusion engine test to set up the framework for Arma 4. Okay? Now I can't... Actually, was I supposed to say that? Okay, I might have just did something that I wasn't... I might have just said something I wasn't supposed to say. So we're gonna all forget I said that. So, hypothetically... Alright, let's... I just went, wait a minute, hold on. I don't think I was supposed to say that officially. So, hypothetically, okay? Yeah. That's what was supposed to happen. It's okay. It's alright. We don't have to... Don't worry about it, kids. It's...
Friendlies inside.
Upstairs.
It's just a prank, bro. It's just a prank. But my point is, DayZ with the infusion engine is like a draft of what Arma 4 is, just to see how things go, you know? So, with that said...
Someone bring us
Vic.
I'm gonna send these infantry groups back.
On the way.
I'm gonna have this guy go regroup with those dudes over there.
Roof clear.
Oh, it just got super dark. Oh, because it's about the thunderstorm. Let me get the light on for my office. Whoops. There we go. Just have to back my chair up, get up, lean to the left, and there's my light.
Van up here. Let's get out of here.
I'm done.
Yeah, no, DayZ runs way worse than Arma 3. That's that's a given. Sorry, now I'm just having weird hiccups. But it's all basically just a test run for them to build Arma 4. But you got to understand, they're going to build Arma 4 from the ground up. So with all of that, it's going to take them a few years. Now... I was told one of the plans that they were trying to do is third quarter 2022. However, since I received that information, I have noticed that for their Vigor project, they've been putting a lot more resources into that, and also DayZ itself has kind of fallen apart.
The other direction.
So it's probably going to be even later than 2022. But I'm going to have to ask my source. So we'll see. We'll see. But until then, I'm going to keep making Arma Ops. I'm going to keep making my stuff better. We have a I will say this. 2029 was the best year for Arma 3 modding because so many projects got off the ground. You know, they were announced before that year, but 2029 was the year where a lot of projects got optimized and made really well. Specifically, Optray, Warhammer 40k, and IFA. Like, those are the years just it all exploded. 2029, sorry, 2019. 2019, jeez, I'm an idiot. Okay. I'm a spaz. I'm coming in. Yeah, so in 2029, guys, that's when Arma 4's modding community will explode, okay? Getting my years wrong. I'm sorry. Also, I might be a time traveler. Ah, shit, but I just told you guys all the stuff in the future. All right, so here's the deal. I will also say this. Your FBI agents that are all assigned to you, they've been notified. Spend your last 48 hours well, because now we gotta fix the time hole I just created, and it's gonna get messy. So, if you don't mind, could you also like have a tarp under you? Just make cleanup a little easier. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway, this is now my last stop I'll ever make, and yeah, I hope you guys had fun. Aviation, you never want to start Zeusing. What you want to start with is going to a community and playing on the ground with them. Find a good community that you enjoy playing with in general, and then from there, start Zeusing for them. Because, in my opinion, if you go to a place and decide, yeah, I'm going to Zeus for them, like right off the bat, you're not going to be a good Zeus. Because it takes time for you to learn how the community does stuff, how they operate, and their likes and dislikes. And the only way to really get that information is to play on the ground with them. Why do I have two dudes? It's because you're stuck in a building. Cool.
Understood.
What you want?
Oh.
Why you pin me?
We got the prisoner back. What does it unlock?
Cool. It unlocks stuff for next week.
Yeah, cool. That sounds good. I didn't know if we get it now or if we get it next week. That's fine. Thank you.
That's fine. No problem.
Yeah, just quickly resupply and then we'll go do some fucking recon or something.
Isn't this peaceful?
Just grab some explosives and whatnot, just random stuff.
Yeah,
In case
just
we need some spare medical stuff.
Do I have any recommendations for communities?
Medic, so don't worry about medical stuff. Like
Really depends on what you want to play. There goes Tumbleweed's internet again.
move him to the middle.
Do I have any Zeus training videos? Not really. I gotta make some, but all in due time.
Both prisons are cleared, yes.
I'm thinking about when I do, whatchamacallit, for my next batch of Saturday ops, just to get myself back into the rhythm. I'm probably going to talk about all the recent projects, so development for things like Ravage, Vanderson's Apocalypse, some INIDB2 stuff, and then we can do Golden Rule 2 and continue on with the Zeusing.
Alright guys, I guess back to base yet or no?
So now you're hearing them on long range trying to communicate. There's still one group back here that got that cash. They're taking their sweet time. Oh yeah, no. So for the apocalypse mod, you have to read into it because if you leave everything by default, you're gonna get mauled by a pack of feral dogs, and it's funny as hell.
When you're ready, hop on.
Also, if you leave the stalker AI on, his preset for the stalker AI, like those things will schwack you.
The management.
That might be a different vehicle. They might have made it back or something.
Would join my
Oh,
group.
they actually got the other one.
I think they.
Get the prisoner out of here.
Yeah, I'm unloading him. Oh, he's out. Where the fuck did he go?
So the jeep I saw is gone. That's
it.
great.
Where are we putting prisoners?
I don't
Just
know.
somewhere, I guess.
Radio check
Yeah,
66.6.
Yep.
We don't actually need splints, right? Do we need them?
So because everything's automated, I can just unhide the arsenal, and I'll say this to stream guys: if I disappear,
I assume you're on 66.6 battery head on.
then
I've been nominated
oof.
to be the little squad leader. Oh.
But I'm gonna
I
quickly
guess so.
cut the recording and restart the recording because I'm an idiot that records an MP4, and if my power goes out, then the MP4 gets lost. So